Morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. If you don't know who I am the Reverend Mrs. DeJuana, co-pastor of God's House of Salvation, as well as I am a clinical care um, chaplain, and I greet you with Jesus' joy. I have a message to give you today, and I hope that you will let it get into your soul, teach you some things, guide you, give you some answers. I'm going to give you four scriptures. I'm going to not read the scriptures. Actually, I'm going to read only one. The first one is coming from the book of Psalms, chapter 63, verses 6, 7, and 8. I remember you while lying on my bed. I think about you in the middle of the night. That is because you are the one who helps me. It makes me happy to be under your protection. I stay close to you, and you hold me with your powerful arm. Other scriptures I'm going to use in this message today comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7, Luke chapter 14, verse 27, and 1 John 4, verse 4. And for a title, it's God's plan to show me the lie. It's God's plan to show me the lie. I want to start off with a quote to get you going today. Every single day is a good day, no matter how bright or dark it is. It is always going to bring you an opportunity to start a positive beginning in your life. Smile in the mirror today. Do that every morning, and you will start to see a big difference in your life. We don't have a great day. We make it a great day. Amen. We make it a great day. Well, it's God's plan to show you the lie. I wrote this message as a reflection. I was looking at Kendrick Lamar. He has a song called Not Like Us. And one of the lyrics, it exposes the lie with an artist named Drake. So I thought about that whole scenario, and I thought about the lies that we receive all the time, but we believe them to be true until it's revealed that it's not. Personally, I've had to delete all contacts with all people that show opposition, who seem to be like wolves in sheep clothing, but they come with a smile. This includes changing my environment right now. At the moment, I can't tell you how blessed I feel afterwards to be set free. I am away from the dead, non-productive weight. And that's what you have to do. You have to get away from the dead weight in your life. In fact, I have been making strides to remove the slavery in my life, despite slavery legally being abolished in 1865 in most of the United States of America. However, the mind and our spirit has to be reformed from the inside. This is where I've met my new bondage that I discovered, agoraphobia. See, my agoraphobia has me sitting in a Good Friday situation. We all have those kind of things where it seems like God is on the losing team. I know that I am greater than what is being whispered in my soul. I have to combat that with that message. That comes from 1 John 4, verse 4, that says, I have the power and it's God's plan to reveal the lies. Jesus says in Psalms chapter 63, verses 6 through 8, when I am facing hardships or opposition and prioritizing God's will over personal desires, I, like Jesus, look to God for the hope and the healing. You too must do this. Because, Jesus went to the cross and he rose with all power in his hands. So I must believe the truth as his God's plan to reveal the lie to me. So when you get the lie, what do you do with it? As I've had to pick up my cross and carry it, what does that mean? Like I say, it's God's plan to show me the lie. It's a part of the divine plan to reveal something that's untrue or harmful to you that you haven't been aware of or you have not accepted. Through Jesus' suffering, and he's died, he rose for me, he rose for you so that we can have redemption, restitution, resolution, restoration, and reconciliation, especially with overcoming the issues in our life, because they're going to happen. While I want to zoom by this, and you too, we don't want to stay with hurt, but we cannot rush past this. This is sacred ground when we get to things like this. We can't skip it. It's through my deepest hurt that I began to understand what it means to be fully human and fully broken by God's grace. Because we're just jars of clay that we read about in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7. The surpassing power belongs to God. It does not belong to us. We have to stop trying to take God's power. Again, everyone must carry their own cross. This is a biblical concept, meaning that we must take responsibility for our own struggles and our own challenges, and that following Jesus requires a willingness to endure the hardship and sacrifice for our faith. When we cross over to Christ, it gets a lot easier. It's God's plan to show us the lie. We must have a willingness to endure. What does that mean? Having a willingness to face the difficulties, to face the hardships, even the persecutions when they come for the sake of your faith and following Jesus. I know for me personally, I face persecution from those across the pond. When I say those across the pond, that's literally talking about people that's close to me that are non-relative, but they are in-laws. And I call them across the pond because we are across from each other. I don't mean it in a derogatory sense. We're just different. I cannot win in their eyes. I have made up my mind to just suit it up and booted in God's armor, sticking close to him and following him. That's what I mean by that. It's God's plan to show us the lie. I can go to Psalm 63 verses 6 through 8, which is a reminder about David praising God while being persecuted and chased by his enemies. Have you ever been in a situation like that? You're being persecuted and chased by your enemies. You may not even know it. I am going through this right now. David and God had a close relationship. I too have a close relationship with the Lord. David served God, and God protected David. I know that I serve God, And I know that he protects me, so I can have confidence and reassurance in all things. I am opening up myself for the better. God's plan is to show me the lie. I am opening myself up for the better because I want better. When you make up your mind that you no longer want that old crazy stuff, that old stuff of opposition, then you get better because you've made up your mind from your soul. Because greater is he who is in you, speaking from 1 John 4 verse 4. The power of God who dwells within me is stronger than the power of the world and its influence. Because greater is he who is in me. Jesus himself stated in John chapter 8 verse 32, the truth will set you free. Again, every day is a good day, no matter how bright or dark it is, because it always brings an opportunity to start a positive beginning in your life. So today, smile in the mirror. Do that every morning, and you'll start to see a big difference in your life. We don't have a great day. We make it a great day. Well, that's my message for you today. To God be the glory, and God will reveal the lie to you. To God be the glory. Ogunafa Olawa Amadi Labari, Selah, and say, and until next time, by God's grace, hello to you out there, Ali. Hello to you. May your day be blessed and highly favored. And until next time, bye.